Jelly Roll joins us in the KX Country Clubhouse. Dude, we're so pumped to have you here, man.
What's up, baby?
Yo, pencil drums.
Little pencil drum right there.
Love it, man. How's it going? How's the day going? That's a lot of water.
Yeah, dude, I finished this today. I went to an event called the Beer Olympics yesterday.
Okay,
and it's exactly
so you
how
drank
it
that
sounds.
whole water today then, for sure.
Oh, had to, dude. Stomach still hurts, liver hurts, chest is sore, back's bloated. I mean, dude, just God, just rough day. It was an athletic event.
Yeah, prime athlete. Dude, so pumped to have you here in the KX Country Clubhouse, man. It's amazing to have you here. I'm wearing the hat. I don't know if you can see I'm wearing the hat today.
Baby. No, I heard Lynette talking about
hat.
I was just pissing and I could hear it in the bathroom. They got the radio blaring, this room blaring over there. I heard Lynette go, "That's the hat. Let's go."
we were just talking about we had a little soiree in Toronto a while back with Lainey, and I got this hat, and I can't tell you how many people have come up to me and are like, "Where'd you get that hat from? You know, that hat's so cool." And I always have to explain. I'm like, "Oh, this is my boy Jelly Roll. I guess you got to check him out then."
Yeah.
So like, I feel like I work for you at this point.
Yes, baby.
So
yes.
I love the hat, love the album, man. And then speaking of Lainey, so you have this feature with Lainey Wilson. This is a song you released originally. Now you've re-released it with the Lainey feature. I mean, you blew up with this song a few years ago. How important was it for you to include this one on this album?
Well, one of the first things I talked to John Loba about when I signed with the label was the importance of Save Me. I said, "Hey, man, I know this song's already a platinum song, but dude, I think this is one of those songs that has millions of people that it hasn't touched yet that it could actually service and help." Like, you know, some music's different. Like sometimes it's like a good book, right?
Right.
Some books are entertaining and some books are like, yo, people need to read this, you know? I felt like it was one of those songs, and I think Lainey agreeing to do it with me was just the most magical thing that could have happened with that song. I mean, dude, she's red hot. It don't get no hotter than Lainey Wilson right now. You know what I mean? She is on absolute winning every award, every show, sweeping. I mean, it's where she's at is just hard to even wrap your head around. You know what I mean? You say Lainey Wilson's name on Twitter right now, and it'll get 5,000 retweets, you know? And she didn't hesitate just to come right in and do the song.
And you've had such a crazy run, man. Like you got this one, you got Son of a Sinner, you got Need a Favor, you know, all these smash hits, you got the album out, you got the documentary out, which I just peeped the other day, man. It is so good. Like, did you ever in your wildest dreams think that this was all going to happen? Like you got this fantastic set of songs, but you're also you're on TV. You're a rock star, man. You're one of the biggest things on the planet right now.
It's crazy,
right?
No, I could have never guessed, dude. This wasn't even in the dream. This wasn't even in the dream. This wasn't even in the early thought of the process. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I look back, my dreams were so small. You know what I mean? They were just so tiny that somebody asked me today, they said, "What do you think surprised you the most in the last couple of years?" I said, "I made it." That's the biggest surprise for me personally. Like, you know, most people are like, everybody else surprised. I'm not surprised. I knew I had it in me. I did not know I had it in me. I did not know this was how this was going to shake out, and I couldn't have guessed.
And in the documentary, I mean, you talk about how a lot of people counted you out. A lot of people said no along the way. Like, that's got to be such a good feeling, right? Like, that's rewarding to see where you've gotten after all those, like, so many naysayers along the way.
Oh, yeah, dude. Listen, there's no better feeling. And I was, this is how I think about it too. You ready? I don't even think I'm more excited that we proved them wrong. I think I'm the most excited that we proved us right. You know what I mean? That the few people that actually believed, like, I did this show one time in Alabama, and this little girl met me beside the stage, and outside the venue at the gate where the bus were. She was yelling at me, and I say young lady, I mean probably 19 years old. And when I ran over, she was screaming. She said, "My daddy listened to you 10 years ago, and his friends used to laugh at him. And look at you now." And I said, "Girl, I tell you what, I'd like to tell your daddy I'm glad we proved people wrong, but I'm more glad we proved him right."
That's a really good way to look at things, man.
Yeah, it means really way more that we proved your daddy right than we proved anybody wrong.
And you talk about this girl coming up to you at a concert. I feel like you do so many incredible things as well. Like you do all these incredible things in your shows, in your music, in your community. Like you just donated $250,000 to the Davidson County Juvenile Center in Nashville. Like, talk about that, man.
It was, I knew that if I ever got in a situation to give back, I would. I just knew that that was important to me, especially in my city. And to have the opportunity to go back to the same juvenile that molded my childhood and where I spent the worst years of my teen life at, and to go in there and shed some light to these guys and give these guys a little glimmer of hope and somewhere to record music and write music. And, we send food up there all the time now and guitars. And we're just doing everything we can to try to help the at-risk youth here in Davidson County, because I was an at-risk youth. And I feel like a lot of people don't realize that the recidivism rate in prison is 96%. 96% of the people that go to prison revisit. The recidivism rate is 96%. Out of those 96%, 70% of that 96% was in juvenile at one point. Wow. That shows me that our criminal justice system, especially in the United States of America, needs to start getting attacked at age 13 and 12.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's when we need to start catching these kids.
Well, I feel like you're doing wonders for these kids, man. You're doing great things out there. You love to see it. You're so active too. Like you're just out there everywhere. Like I don't know when you have time to sleep. Like, do you sleep?
No, there's no sleeping. No sleep till Houston, baby. No, they don't give me no sleep right now. No, I got a week off coming. I got this weekend off. It's my first weekend off this year.
Okay,
so I'm excited.
Because I saw you were at the NHL Awards.
Yes, sir.
And you presented you look like a natural there, by the way.
Was that not? That was my first time presenting anything too.
No.
Yes, really? I swear I've never done it. Yeah, I felt really good about it.
Because I was gonna say, man, if this whole music thing doesn't work out, you could do like sports casting or something.
That's how I felt too, dude. I was like, I want to do backstage interviews with people, man. It was awesome.
Are you a big hockey guy? Were you a fan before?
I am. Yeah, I'm a Predators fan. So I'm like on the casual side of a hockey fan, but I got like 4 or 5 dudes in my touring crew play beer league hockey around town.
Right.
Got a brother-in-law that plays beer league hockey. So I've always been, it was really cool, man. It was really, really, really cool. We go to all the Predators games. I've been going to Predators games for 23 years.
The atmosphere in that building is going to be one of the best in the whole NHL too.
Oh, 100%.
Some of the best fans.
100 for a bunch of loud, rowdy Southern rednecks, dude. This is great. Watching a sport that involves drinking and fighting, we're into
it. So the new album, it's out now, man. Do you often find that you, like, I don't know if this thought crosses your mind when you're writing, but do you often find that you write and release songs that people can relate to?
Oh yeah. Well, it's the number one thought in my songwriting process, right? Is that above everything is, can this music connect and help? Right. To me, music is a connection. It's an exchange of energy it's a frequency. It's a feeling more than it is anything. And I always want to write songs that harp on the feeling.
Yeah, like I listened to Need a Favor and that resonates with me. I mean, who hasn't been in a situation where, you kind of looking back and you're like, man, I really messed up. I made some mistakes. I need a second chance here, just throwing up Hail Marys, like who hasn't been in that situation before?
100%. 100%. It just speaks to the core of the human emotion, right? Is that we've all been there at some point. We've all been in that. And I thought about it from a perspective of, like, as a believer, of like, I hear these worship songs on Sunday when I go to church, and I don't relate.
Right.
It's not exactly where I'm at with my walk at this particular moment. You know what I mean? And I still think there's room for people to be in the middle.
Right. Is there a song on this album? Like, I know that they're all, you connect with all the songs and they're all your babies. They're like your children, right? But is there like everyone's got a favorite child? Like, is there one song in this album that you're like, man, I really hope people hear this song?
I got 2 of them, and they're selfish for different reasons. One is Halfway to Hell, just because I think that song is just a banger. Like, I want people to hear it just because it just bangs. It's just fun to perform. It would be even funner to perform if everybody knew it. You know what I'm saying? That's just like
Right.
selfish, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then Dancing with the Devil is probably my guilty pleasure one because I feel like it speaks to the real core of my human.
Man, I love that. Love the album. Love everything you do, dude. We got to get you up to Canada here soon.
We're working on it.
We got to get you into Canada, man.
We are I feel like 2024 will be the year.
Yeah. Okay. You heard it
good.
here first.
I'm telling you, you heard it here
You
first.
heard it right
I really
here
believe
first,
in my heart.
2024 from the man himself.
I really do. I believe 2024 will make it up there.
Hey, Bryan, come see him in Darien Lakes.
Yeah, come see me in Buffalo. You know, it's like the 4th night of my tour.
When is that? When is that show?
Hold on, here comes my end show guy.
August 3rd.
August 3rd?
Yep.
I think I might have to make a trip to Buffalo.
Come on, baby. August 3rd, man. Jelly Roll, Buffalo, Darien Lake, dude. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be
all right.
15,000 people there. It's gonna be insane.
As long as you got another jug of water on hand, I'm there.
Oh, come on, babe. We'll have an IV person there for you. We'll be one even better. I didn't have time to get an IV today because I had to come here.
Jelly Roll, man. Thank you so much for doing this.
No, dude, thank you for your time. I'm serious, brother. If you want to come, please. I'll be our guest.
I'm down, man.
August 3rd. It's like the 5th, 6th night of tour, so you'll catch it while we're still blowing the cobwebs off of
it. Love it. Okay, buddy. All the best, man.
Thanks again, brother. Bless.
Okay, man. Cheers.
Peace.